You've just introduced something, Larry, called the Land Discoveries Program. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The Land Discoveries Program was just a concept beyond a shore excursion. What could we do to get people to discover a land and people?
Right.
So in our case, we added a series of different types of land discoveries. We're doing insider access. For example, these are for purchase. A guest in Amsterdam, I just did it last week, could go to insider access. We went to a small village called Edam outside of Amsterdam. It was the oldest house in this fairy tale village that had waterways running through it, bits of bridges, beautiful flowers, as of course Holland is so well known for. And we went to the oldest house that was there. So we went and visited a family, and we talked about Dutch life.
Interesting.
What their days were like, what the schooling was like, what their way of life was about. And these are for small groups, and guests love that kind of encounter, doing it in St. Petersburg, doing it in Tokyo, doing it in all these faraway places in Borneo, wherever it may be, because we go up the Amazon. So all of these exciting places, we have an insider access program, which is about people and places. Another land discovery is called Nights in Cool Places. I'll use Amsterdam as I just used it. We went to Rembrandt's house in the evening, no lines, a museum, and we got a tour of this magnificent house and this magnificent painter. And the coolest part of the tour is we stopped in his studio and actually went through an etching where we could actually grab the big wheels and put the etching piece through ourselves. So it's very personalized, very unique. So when I said earlier, Azamara is about think outside the ship. While the ship service is grand and people love that, they come to us for the destination experience and the longer stays.
This is very immersive, isn't it? I mean,
Totally.
people are really getting in there with what you're offering, which
And
is...
this is the reason we've elevated in every kind of survey, because in our case, and in some cases, certainly with some ships, the destination is the ship. That's the reason for going. In our case, it's actually, as Thomas Cook talked about it, the canals of Venice were roads that were water, and you should come and see it. We reveal the culture, the destination, the people, and I will tell you there's no shortage of people around the world who want to see that. I'm going, in fact, in about a week and a half on a D-Day cruise. Okay, it is all about D-Day.
Well, of course, this year as well.
And it's the 70th anniversary,
which is the anniversary.
Right? That ship has all kinds of nationalities. We have extraordinary programming that will go on there. We're recreating a 1940s night in music and song. We have over 140 actors and actresses in period clothing, for example, to illustrate the things of that time, from tanks to jeeps to all sorts of bits and pieces, for the British guests, for the American guests, for the Aussie guests, for all the guests who will come. So we have a lot of also cruises that have a specific theme, and the guests go for the theme.
I can imagine that's going to be a very emotional experience, isn't
Indeed.
it?